Hello and welcome to the Had an Idea podcast. He's Michael Mason.
He's Ben Coleman.
And welcome to what we're already dubbing a disappointing episode, because our big idea this week is character.
Yes.
I don't know why we put that in the hat, because whenever we've done characters on here before, it's always just been, like, it's got a silly punny name, this is a gimmick, I've got nothing else for it, there you go. And that's when we've done it as an anything idea. They're the ideas that aren't good enough to be big ideas. But this is meant to be a big idea, we're building up to it, and mine, I know it's going to be crap, so... And my anything idea is a bit rubbish too, so I apologise in advance.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my character idea.
Ah.
Just you wait.
Well, fair enough.
Just you wait until I tell you all about Anna Partridge in a Pear Tree.
Is that your idea?
Yeah, I'm saving it for Christmas.
Oh, I like it.
Perfect.
So, Mike, we're recording this over the Easter weekend.
We are, yes. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Yes, and happy belated Easter to our listeners.
Yes, and a happy Easter in advance for next year.
Yeah, in case we forget next year. Yeah.
But, we're recording this on Bank Holiday Monday. We've decided to have a cruise to our local branch of Halifax. Nice bank holiday.
Very good, bank holiday. Howard Brown is here.
Yes.
He's trying to give us extra.
Yeah, they should do like a podcast and then that's the spin-off, you know, like the Big Brother's Little Brother.
Oh, yeah.
The Howard Brown.
The Howard Brown
extra.
show. What if Howard Brown had his own talk show? Keep going, I'm going to save this. This is my idea.
But anyway.
Easter.
Easter, yes.
I do like Easter.
I do.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an underrated holiday, isn't it, really? I think because like, you got all the Christmas songs.
Songs?
Yes, I burped mid-word there. But we got all Christmas songs and like all Advent and, well, I suppose you got Lent.
Advent songs?
But then you got Christmas songs, and there's loads of traditions around Christmas, whereas Easter is chocolate eggs.
Chocolate eggs, and also if you're a religious person, as I am, as you know, Ben, I'm a devout Catholic.
Yes.
I'm not a very religious person myself. I don't go to church, but yeah, I do remember going back to Easter when I was at school, because I went to Roman Catholic school, and Easter was always like a big deal for us. And we would walk to Corpus Christi Church. Big shout out to Corpus Christi Church.
Was it far away or?
No, it wasn't far. It was, it was really fun because we'd go like sort of the back way, we'd go like through this field. Then like over this bridge and down this hill.
Is this like trying to reenact a biblical like trek, like biblical journey?
When Jesus rolled down the hill.
One of your teachers like parted the river. We shall walk across, my children.
Not at all. Like we'd go over this bridge and we'd all throw sticks and race the sticks down the river.
Poo sticks.
Yeah. Although these were clean sticks. And there was a hill and we were allowed to roll down the hill. It was like a little adventure. It was like an Enid Blyton book or something.
It does sound nice, actually.
It was nice.
I was rolling down the hill with my nephew and niece yesterday.
Oh, did they push you? Didn't intend to roll down the hill.
They just said, let's roll down the hill. And it's not something you really think to do as an adult, is it?
You walked to the shops at the time and just rolled down the street. Did you see those three people rolling down the street? I think you're drunk, sir. But no, we'd walk to the church and we'd have the Stations of the Cross. And I don't know if you ever did that. I think you went to a religious school. Mm-hmm. For those who don't know, the Stations of the Cross are around the church. They'll have like images dotted about. Yeah. And they depict like Jesus's journey to crucifixion and being killed. Yeah. And I think I think three of them were about like him falling.
I did always think that they padded him out a bit.
Yeah.
They probably had like 5 or 6 good ones, and then what else did he do on the way? He stopped to have a drink.
At a pub. Getting whipped. Drink faster.
Station number 8. Jesus continues to walk.
was like Lord of the Rings in that way. Lots of walking.
Oh, I'd love to see a Stations of the Cross with like hobbits and Gandalf.
Frodo collapses under the weight of the responsibility of carrying the ring.
The wing.
Are you sure you don't want to eat this chicken wing?
Why did we let Jonathan Ross write this script?
He doesn't have a speech impediment at all. It's how he writes.
1 2 wing.
That's his order at KFC. Oh, God. Speaking of religion, we had this really pretentious teacher. He never taught my class, but he'd always put on these mini plays.
What, for the school or just like in his
for the school, for his own enjoyment. I remember one time, like his class was singing "America" from West Side Story. I don't remember why. I don't remember why they were singing it. And the song is like 5 minutes long, and he went on for ages.
And it's an RE teacher.
No. This is just a regular teacher. Because back then
you did a bit of everything.
Yeah. But it went on for ages. It's because it's a 5 minute song, and we're all small children who don't have
attention span.
Yeah. You got very restless. But this one Easter, his class did this weird expressionistic adaptation of the Passion, and it was just so boring. It was really avant-garde. The best way to describe it. Far too avant-garde for children.
Was it meant to be avant-garde, or were the kids so bad? And it just said it's an avant. Because I know kids are terrible. And
they are terrible actors. And I think it was supposed to be, because it was all silent. Right, they had a soundtrack.
These kids can't learn lines. We're going to have to do something. The Passion of the Christ is told through mime.
It kind of was, because he had this soundtrack, which was like music going on, and everything was sort of synced to the music. Like they moved to it, but it wasn't like actual. It was, I guess, expressionist dance.
Yeah.
To a degree, there was lots of that, and people at home can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing bizarre movements. And it ended with this lad being crucified, who's playing Jesus.
I imagine, like, pretending to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, it's a bit odd that, like, a small child is playing Jesus. I'm sure you've done nativities.
But it looked weird, though, if they're all kids and then one adult playing Jesus.
The teacher himself. I'm the Jesus of this class.
As we all know, Jesus was a giant.
Why would they crucify him then? Just kick him out of the way.
What? You can't kick a giant out of the way.
No, Jesus the giant would kick all the Roman soldiers out of the way.
Just imagine a little guy kicking a giant. Take that. And then just a shot of him like flying across the city.
They crucified. Well, they didn't actually crucify a kid.
They acted out him.
That wasn't a punishment. They acted out. But the thing is that because the kid hammering the nails, he was doing it in time to the music. It's really slow, and it hit the nail when it came to the beat, like. It's like, Christ almighty, just hurry up. Get it over with. I want to learn.
Jesus could have quite easily gotten out of that, to be honest.
Scratching his nose. Damn it, I keep listening. And also, because he didn't have a hammer, he didn't have actual nails, he didn't have any props. So he was pretending to hold a hammer, so it looked like he was trying to bang the nails in with his fist.
It was like no cross or anything.
I don't remember. He just stood up and did that.
It looks like they're play fighting.
But yeah, that's my memory of Easter at St. Cuthbert's.
That's a great memory.
So thank you. What about you? Anything from your childhood?
Well, I don't really remember us doing anything at school for Easter. There's like the Easter bonnet making competition and stuff.
Really? Easter bonnet making competition?
Well, Easter hat, you know.
I never had that at school. We never made bonnets and turned it into a competition.
No, you had like fascinators and top hats.
Was your school run by like just dotty old women? I bonnet making competition.
Loads of primary school kids doing that.
No, I've never heard of it.
You were too posh.
Does your nephew make Easter bonnets?
They did an Easter hat making competition.
Competition? That's the best of it.
Well,
who can make the best bonnet?
I doubt it's like a real competition.
It's not filmed on for television or anything.
Yeah, whichever kid looks like he's got the worst home life. The only thing I do remember is we had like a raffle, and there were prizes. There's like Easter eggs, and then there's like other prizes.
Yeah.
And I won. So I was
well done.
quite happy because I didn't usually win stuff.
Yeah.
And I brought loads of tickets as well.
You'd probably be annoyed if you lost. Bought all those tickets. You still lost.
Yeah, well, I won.
We need a sedate Ben. They all got like tranquilizer guns.
I don't know whether I won twice because I think I might have got an egg, and then but the main sort of prize I went up for, there was like these two. Remember those old sort of handheld games consoles, and it had like 10 games in one.
Yes,
There's like Snake and Tetris and all.
Yeah, I love those.
And there's like a pack of 2 of them, and the headmistress said, "Do you want a 2 or just the 1?" Now I was a kid, and obviously I said the 2.
Yeah.
And she went, "No, you're supposed to say the 1. That's greedy, Ben." Like in front of the whole like assembled school. That having a go at me for being selfish. I was like,
oh, don't give me the option.
Well,
then.
exactly.
What do you expect from a child? The more I hear about your school, the more I think it's run by a bunch of lunatics.
Yeah.
Was she wearing a straitjacket at the time? Well, Ben, now that I've chewed through the leather straps, would you like to have one? Did she let you have the 1, or?
Yeah.
You're too greedy. You're not having any.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I got the 1, and I think I might have got that and then won again a bit later because I had so many tickets.
Can I have the other one, please?
So I was too scared to ask for the other one, so I just had an egg, I think.
Get both of these. That was weird.
Yeah. That's like the only Easter memories I have from school.
Jeez, what a terrible memory.
Yeah.
I suppose that and the bonnet making competition.
That's like... if someone's listening to this and they had an Easter bonnet thing at school, then let us know. This is like that song, "Nobody Likes Me, Everybody Hates Me, I'll Just Go and Eat Worms."
That was your school anthem, wasn't it?
Well, that was the song, "Nobody likes me, everybody hates me, I'll just go and eat worms. Big fat juicy ones, thin skinny ones, I'll just go and eat worms." And we sang that fairly regularly.
School anthem. They're beating you down for adult life.
You said you'd never heard of it before.
I'd never heard of it until you'd sung it to me.
And yet I've heard people mention it on like social media and that, and like comedians mentioning it.
You know what? I think I just went to a really good school. That's a school that didn't want to insult me by suggesting that I go and eat worms.
It's a very strange song for kids to sing.
Remember, children, nobody likes you. Here's your lunch.
Well, it's encouraging like social exclusion.
Yes, yeah.
It's encouraging that, and then also encouraging eating worms. What was your favourite song you sang at school?
I went to a very posh school there. I think Beethoven's Fifth was I can't remember, to be honest.
Cause I always liked the cauliflower's fluffy, cabbages green, strawberry sweeter than any. Have you not heard that one either?
I probably have. You probably.
God, you missed out on some classic songs.
Yeah, the classic chart toppers like "I just want to eat worms" or whatever.
I'll make you an album.
You can say "I'll get you."
Now that's what I call primary school songs.
What did you at home? What did you do for Easter?
Yes, and what songs did you listen to at school?
Yeah.
And if there was Easter songs that you sang at school, then double points.
Did anyone sing the Rolling Stones at school? I can't get no satisfaction.
That'd be a terrible song for kids to sing at school because it's encouraging double negatives. It's really bad English. Maybe you could do that like in English class, go through songs with double negatives and like bad grammar in them.
What songs could you have if you were doing a double negative
think there's a Little Mix song where they say, "Don't play no more sad songs." They say, "Don't play no more."
Yeah. Don't play more sad songs.
Elvis, you ain't nothing but a hand.
Old Man River, you don't say nothing.
Yeah.
If there's anyone at home can think of any more, please let us know.
Yes, you got a lot of homework this episode. So now the school bell is ringing and it's time for ideas.
Let's do it.
So Mike, what's your anything idea for today?
I have an idea for a TV show. I think it's a sitcom.
Oh, you think it's a sitcom?
I think well, I was going to say I think maybe an animated show, but I'm not sure.
Animated sitcom.
An animated sitcom called Bert Works in Admin.
You
know how it's quite a depressing show in the fact that you know how you wake up in the morning, you go to work. You wake up in the morning. You get yourself ready. You go in the taxi to work. You work. You have lunch. You go back to work. And then you go home. You have your dinner. You go to bed. And the next day. You can stop any time you want.
I thought you were building up to it, like...
I'm not building up to anything, no. You go to work, you come home, you go to bed.
You let me just sit there and do that.
I did for the rest of the show. We do it every time you speak now. So, Mike, So Bert works in admin. Bert, this poor fella, he has the same life, the same day, over and over again.
Yeah.
Gets up, he goes to work, does his work, he has his lunch, he comes home.
Lunchtime.
Early day, isn't it? Friday. He comes home, he goes to bed, and he goes to work, and then he works, and he comes home. And so every episode is the exact same. But with slight changes.
What like stuff happen while he's at work?
Oh yeah, stuff happens.
Because when you said like an animated thing about him going at work, I was imagining like Dilbert in my head.
It's kind of Dilbert, yeah.
Has there ever been a cartoon like it?
I don't know actually. I'm sure there must have been. They must have adapted it. But so Bert, he works in a nondescript business corporation.
Very dodgy.
Yes.
I cannot disclose the name of my company.
Must be tapping my nose. I keep that's it. Very loud nose I've got. So he has a boss who's crazy, and he speaks to his boss every day. I've got some bits written down here.
Oh.
I've got a little skit for the boss. Do you want me to read? All right, I've got a little script.
Oh.
I've never actually put this much thought into anything, actually, for that matter. Especially a TV show, so... Bert enters the office. The boss. Your name is Bert, right? Bert. Yes, sir. You work in admin, right? Yes, sir. I don't suppose you know where I could buy a whale. Sir? I missed my anniversary for the past 20 years. So I need something big, but the wildlife people say is unethical. I'm not sure you can buy a whale. Of course you can. The whales would SeaWorld get them. I don't think they'd buy them. I imagine they'd find them. Where the hell do you find a whale lying around? The sea, I guess? Fine. You start combing the beaches, and I'll wait here. And that's a bit with the boss. And from there he goes on to work, and he has 3 colleagues. He has 2 dim-witted colleagues.
Naturally.
Of course, it needs to, it's a sitcom. And then there's Vanessa, who is the only other sane person in the office, and he has a crush on her.
Oh. And
I've got a little bit here for Bert and the 2 co-workers.
Yep.
So I will read this out now. Oh, by the way, Bert is divorced.
Oh.
Or is he?
It's a true crime thing. Well,
I just read a bit where he mentioned his ex-wife, and I thought, what? I don't remember writing this. Yes, he is divorced.
Mm.
So co-worker number 1. Hey Bert, turning Ernie. Oh hey Bert, your ex-wife called while you were away. Bert, my ex-wife. Co-worker number 1. Oh sorry, not ex-wife. I meant your mum. Please don't get my ex-wife and my mum mixed up. Well, duh, it's not like you're married to your mum. Enter co-worker number 2. Who's married to their mum? Bert is. No, I'm not. You're married to your own mum? No. I thought you weren't married. I'm not, I'm divorced. You divorced your own mum? That's cold. And
oh, I'm crying.
I've made you cry. I assume from laughter, not from the relatability. But that's kind of Bert works now. I had other ideas. I was thinking every day after work he visits his therapist to get help with his divorce and visits his mum for dinner. And I also had a subplot of him going to a comedy club to meet Vanessa, his crush, and try out his awful stand-up material. I've got nothing written for those bits though, but that's the basic idea. Every
you could
episode
have some of my
is...
stand-up material.
No, yours is brilliant. How dare you? But
Oh, I like it.
well, thank you.
I want to see it now.
We should draw up some characters. Who would be in it? Would we have? Because I was just thinking, voice actors. Just nameless voice actors that you used to get.
Oh.
Well,
they're not even in the credit.
But would it be voice actors, or would we get celebrities in, which seems to be the thing nowadays?
I mean, that would be better in terms of us discussing who could.
Yes. I say nondescript voice actors. Good idea. Moving on. So, who could play the boss?
You need someone a bit authoritative, but also a bit crazy.
J.K. Simmons?
Yes, perfect.
It'd be good if we did a live action. Yes, I suppose we could do live action and voices, couldn't we?
Go and give me that whale and some pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's in his contract, definitely.
It's to mention Spider-Man. I'm imagining Bert as like a Rick Moranis type.
I thought, because the way you described him, I thought of him more as like a dull, deadpan kind of character. Like John Kearns, have you seen him?
No, I don't think I have.
He's a bit like, John Richardson now, he's kind of a bit shy and like awkward. Or Alex Horne. Like, he's kind of like that, but he's... I can imagine him.
Alex Horne would be good. I was thinking like an American thing. Like, if we did a British version, yeah. What's his name? Mr. Horne.
Yeah.
What's his first name? I forgot.
Alex.
Alex, thank you. Completely forgot his first name. What about Vanessa? Who would play Vanessa? I know she had no lines and a bit I just did.
The silent type. Is this in like a British version?
Let's go with both.
Go with a female comedian, I guess.
A female comedian? Amy Poehler? Polar bear? As I call her. That's her face though.
You gotta be careful when you say goodbye to her. You just say, bye, Polar.
I often do say bye followed by people's last names. Bye, Coleman. It's my army training.
Well, in like Asian countries, they do. They say the surnames.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. You know all about that, of course.
Yes.
Is your mail order brides. What a British comedian could play Vanessa.
Well, describe her to me. What she looks like.
She's quite plain. She's nothing. She's just a regular person.
So we're not going to offend any actresses. Or comedians.
We can get someone attractive to play. She can be an attractive young lady.
Mm-hmm.
But not like, Penelope Cruz or anyone like that.
No.
Not glamorous. A
Yeah.
good down-to-earth girl. What's John Richardson's wife's name?
Lucy Berman.
There, good impression, yeah. Maybe she could.
Yeah.
She could do that.
She could work in admin.
Yeah, she could, actually. She got the face for it.
That's how we'll hire people, based on which department they think they work in.
Who would play the two dim-witted co-workers?
Me and you.
Ah,
Obviously.
perfect. Write ourselves our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up for that. High five. Right next to the microphone. Yeah.
It's good. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
How does the theme tune go? Is that playing as he's walking into the office? Title sequence is just him walking up down the corridor.
Yeah.
Maybe he walks to one end and the theme tune's still going, so he just turns out and walks back.
Maybe the theme tune's playing as he's waiting for the lift. Just waiting for a good 30 seconds.
Ooh, and then inside the lift, every time it goes up a floor, it shows one of the person's names from the credits.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those old-fashioned lifts that have a shutter that you can
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is Bert Works in Admin.
I like it.
Oh, thank you.
Has Bert got a surname yet, or
No,
not?
he
He doesn't need one.
He doesn't need one. He's probably come up at some point.
Yeah.
Hey, you, Straussman, get in here.
Oh, I'm apparently German.
My name's not Straussman, sir, but I'll come in.
That would be good if his boss just kept calling him different surnames. Are you talking to me? Yes.
Yeah.
Or else I wouldn't have called you Straussman.
I'm starting to think Ben Coleman would make a good Bert.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Give you the lead, come on.
No.
You can do it.
No.
Yeah, come on.
No, I'm not fit enough to lead anything.
You're fit enough to lead a parade. Don't know why I said parade. It's just the first thing that came to my head when I thought of leading.
The Easter parade.
Yeah. Easter parade with Ben Coleman.
Dressed as a bunny. I remember when we went to the Jersey Flower Festival with Grandad.
Oh, were you wearing your bonnets?
I think it was called Battle of the Flowers. But there was one float, and it was a chicken coop, and everyone was dressed as chickens, and they were singing Ain't No One Here But Us Chickens.
Oh.
And,
I thought they'd be doing the chicken dance.
But yeah, I remember that. And there's a nice looking woman dressed as a chicken as well. It's very hard to have been turned on by chickens.
I've never looked at chickens as saying, oh, look at those lovely breasts. those juicy legs. Well, thank you for sharing. And speaking of sharing, it's your idea.
Ooh.
So what you got for your anything idea this
My
weekend?
anything idea is actually our anything idea.
Oh.
Because it's something we both came up with. Well, we kind of both came up with it together. A while ago. And I made a note of it because I thought if I ever run out of anything ideas, which I haven't run out of anything ideas, but the character idea is not that strong, so I wanted to go with something good. And I thought, well, this is a good, fun idea for us to discuss. So there's kind of two options to it. Either it's a dating show where they bring their dogs along, and that's just part of the gimmick and the format, or it's a dating show for dogs.
Oh.
So they bring the dogs to have a play date. And the title, which you came up with, I'm giving you full credit,
I remember this.
is called Must Like Dogs.
Hey! Thank you. That's me bowing to an imaginary
Well,
audience.
3 people.
Literally 3 people. You there?
They say 3's a crowd.
Hey! Oh, that's another dating show. A dating show but with 3 people.
The third wheel.
Yeah. I like it. They have to bring someone with them.
Anyway, let's get back to
That's another show for another day.
So, which do you think would work better?
I think bring your dog along on a date.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Rather than a dating show for dogs. 'Cause then it's That's kind of like would you have to pay a stud fee if you were? Because it sounds like you'd be trying to get your dog to mate.
Yeah.
I've got a purebred Dalmatian here.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it was going to be like not a serious thing, but like, you know, Craig Cash narrating. Oh, and Betsy's going over and sniffing his butt. I think he likes him. Oh, they're sharing that bowl of kibble.
The dogs aren't getting on well, though.
But yeah, so you bring your dogs along to the date, because then you got something to talk about. It kind of breaks the ice and a bit of the tension.
And and also, you know, you got to ask the question, well, if we get on, will the dogs get on?
Oh, yes. That's a good point. That'd be a rubbish episode where the dogs are just sitting there barking at each other. So, do you come here after?
That's two very different dogs. Tiny little chihuahua and like a great big mastiff.
He's like tugging on the lead, trying to keep him.
And that's just the chihuahua. Jesus Christ, what are you feeding this thing?
He's tied stilts to the leg. They can look each other in the eye. Chihuahua and a Great Dane. They team up to fight crime.
A chihuahua on stilts. Fighting crime. Oh, God.
So, what would they do on the date? Would they have to, like, walk the dogs around the park, maybe?
Yeah. Go for a little walk. And
then maybe, like, groom them as well.
Oh, I'd take them to a groomer and they can have a chat while the dogs are getting groomed.
Well, I was thinking they, like, just brush them and...
Brush them themselves?
Yeah.
I was thinking they could
have a chat while they're talking.
They could have a chat while they're talking.
Have a chat while they're grooming.
I have two voices. I'm going to talk while chatting. Anyway,
oh, that would be a great skill. If you could have two conversations at once.
Yeah. If you could throw, you had two voices.
You know, like people who can like talk while they're drinking, or
I can do that.
That'd be cool. But yeah, so they'd groom the dogs while they're chatting. Otherwise, it's just them sitting in a waiting room. Shall we just leave the dogs here and
just abandon them? I don't really like dogs. I only got a dog to come on this show. Well, so did I. Let's leave him here.
I wasn't actually applying. I was just walking my dog down the road. They dragged me in.
Would they play with the dogs in the park as well?
Yeah.
Throwing some balls?
Yeah.
Ooh, you've got a good throwing arm. Well, I can work out.
Oh. Maybe they go into a pet shop and they're given like 20 quid each to spend. Show what they'd buy their dogs.
I don't know if that would... Because things I imagine, is that supposed to like, you know... I didn't like what he bought for his dog. It seemed nice, but then he bought that bone.
When he brought that collar and said, "This isn't for the dog," I was a bit worried.
And when he put it on himself, I was very worried. Started crawling on his hands and knees and barking at people. I don't think it's for me, really.
So not the shopping then. Maybe like an obstacle course. They have to try and train the dog to do something.
I think it should just be more about, you know...
Them walking the dog.
Getting to know each other and...
Getting to know you.
Getting to know all about you. Untrained.
Getting to know your dog.
Yeah, I think it'd be, you know... They have a mutual liking for animals, and dogs especially. And then that's, you know, the starting point. Rather than like something like, what is it called? Dinner date? Is that it? Where they just put together and start talking?
Yeah.
You know, there's nowhere for them to start off.
Yeah.
Whereas at least with the dogs, you know, boom, that's your starting point and then you go from there.
Maybe, yeah, they could meet in the park, go for a little walk, then the second act they could go to the groomers or do something. Then the third act, they go to a dog cafe.
I was about to mention a dog cafe. That would be good as well for advertising, dog cafes. Yeah. So now there's one in Llandudno. I don't know if there's
everything in London.
There is, when you think about it. There's water there, I know that. But yeah, like I don't know if there's about any in Birmingham, but it'd be a good way to advertise them.
So the question is, would there also be a spin-off with cats?
Ooh.
Or reptiles?
Much like reptiles. I think they probably would, but I don't think it would be as popular. Much like cats. How would that work though? Because
you don't walk a cat, do you?
Yeah, you're carrying a case. Yeah, it's in there.
In the cat cafe, the cat's just sitting there staring at them. I don't know if the cat's quite hostile or just generally like a cat. Yeah, no, cats wouldn't work. So do dogs.
Go with dogs.
Must like dogs.
Must like dogs. Must like birds. I love birds, I do. Love their custard.
Must like turtles. Nice custard joke, by the way.
Thank you.
Must like turtles. Well, you could have
must like terrapins.
If it was popular, you could have like a series where it's like just different animal each week.
Must like spiders.
The one week, one person brought a terrapin, the other one brought a tortoise, and it was a total disaster.
Yay!
Thank you, Tim Ryan, for that.
Yeah,
he writes for this show, you know.
His career's doing that badly. But I like the idea of the dogs. I think that's really good. Would it be like 2 or 3 couples each week?
I was just thinking the one couple, but yeah, we could have 2.
Because then you get twice as many dogs.
Quick, cut to the other couple. He's biting his leg off. Josie and Bingo ended up in A&E. So now we're going to go over to... You can do like a little update at the end.
Yeah.
Whether they get met together.
I doubt that. They never meet up again though, do they? They decided to stay single. They hated the other person that much, they decided to swear off dating forever. Join us next week.
Well, John and Janet hated each other, but Pongo and Bingo loved each other. So it's very awkward. They have to meet in secret. They break out of a night.
I like this.
And meet up outside an Italian cafe and have spaghetti and meatballs.
Very good. Which is very bad for their digestion. Sadly, they both since died. Roll credits.
And they called it
that would be the theme.
Yeah. No other song it can be.
No, of course not. Or maybe that's like the music they play at the end, Yeah. Because they always have like
a different incidental music that's related.
Yeah.
So, who let the dogs out?
Who gives you extra? Who? We do. That's Howard back again.
And Mike's brought along Howard Brown.
I didn't have a dog, so I thought I'd been Howard Brown. I've been kidnapped, please help me. Quiet, Howard, down, boy.
What are the dog songs on?
Dog Eat Dog. Snoop Doggy Dog. He's got songs.
Yeah. Play any of his.
Oh, my drummer in it. I've been Snoop Doggy Doggle G.
Kids song.
Some house and way. To find some funky ass shit like every single day. May I... Sorry, you were saying?
Sorry, what were you saying?
I bored you with my Snoop Dogg.
It's the kids song. I've got a dog and my dog's name is Cat. Bet you never heard a thing half as crazy as that. Not only that. And I've got a cat and my cat's name is Dog. Like dog's name is Cat.
I've never heard that
My
in
nephew
my
loves
life.
that. It's by the guy who did All I Want Is You, Will You Stay With Me?
I've never heard that.
It's on the Juno soundtrack. Have you not seen Juno?
I've seen Juno. I've tried to forget most of it.
But anyway.
Yeah.
dog song.
How much is that doggy in the window? That's one.
So yes, that's must like dogs.
Yes.
Must like dogs.
Must like dogs. You know, I like it.
Do you like dogs?
I like dogs.
If you had a dog, would you go on must like dogs?
If you were struggling to
To get contestants.
yeah.
I'd go on it. I mean, Zeta doesn't really get along with other dogs, but if it was a greyhound, she's alright with greyhounds. Because greyhounds are the only dogs that know their own breed.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe if you have a dog that only gets on with certain breeds, you can put
I imagine they do like a vetting process.
Vetting.
No pun intended, but yeah. They do, like, they went this partner on a Great Dane and a Chihuahua and stuff.
Just hope for the best.
Right, let's quickly move on to our big idea before you start singing anymore.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh!
Yeah, nice.
Ruff.
Who did let those dogs out? Right, Ben, what is your big idea? Do you want to remind the listeners at home once again what our big idea was this week?
The category was character.
Oh, I like how you said
That's
that.
character.
Character. Can I hear it in a sentence, please?
Yes, you are quite the character.
Character. CHARACTOR.
I'm afraid that's incorrect.
Oh.
E-R. See, I would have got that wrong because I spelled it wrong when we put it in the hat.
The little that's the spelling bee skit for you at home. Moving on to a big idea.
So, I had an idea for a character. Until
show.
yesterday, I was going to use that one.
Okay.
And then we watched Enola Holmes. It's quite a good film.
Enola Holmes. John Day Yester Holmes.
It's a good film and it's set back in olden times.
The olden times.
And it gave me an idea for a character. Because I was thinking, when like superheroes sometimes use technology or items of clothing to become the superhero, like Doctor Strange has the cloak.
Yeah.
Tony Stark has his Iron Man glasses.
Yes.
His
Iron Man glasses.
Yeah.
He's my Iron Man glasses.
Captain America has the shield and so I thought, what items of clothing haven't been explored yet?
Oh.
And I was thinking, what about a tie? And like when you sort of tug the tie, the cape unfolds, so it like hides the cape inside. And then I thought, you could build that up and then have like glasses, and then when you touch them, it melts into a mask on your face.
Oh.
And then I thought, like, you could have a top hat with like something hidden inside, a bit like
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
A helicopter.
So I thought, essentially, like this olden day times, set in Victorian times, because I thought that, and then I thought, well, you couldn't really get away with wearing a top hat and
this day and age.
Bow tie and stuff. So I thought it'd have to be set in those times, in Victorian times, where I feel more that. And I thought it'd be like an upper class, high society person who is the superhero, and like he wears that like stuff, and then like if there's a crime or something, he goes into an alley and like tugs his tie, and the cape unfurls, and like the mask comes on, and then he's also got his walking cane. He presses a button and it turns into a rapier.
I think he should like pull it out of the cane rather than press a button.
Yeah, because the technology wouldn't be that good back
it's
then.
like concealed in the canes. Quick twist and...
Yeah, because also it could be used as a gun as well. Like, it could be a gun hidden in there. Or a little dagger. But, and then the other one which I came up with this morning was, he detaches his tie pin and attaches it to the chain on his pocket watch. And then he presses the pocket watch, like the lid of it, he presses it and it retracts it. And then he presses the button on the pocket watch and that shoots it out and it's a grappling gun.
I like it.
So instead of a pocket watch, inside is like the curled up wire and like metal chain, and it's made of like super strong.
That's really good. I like that.
So, and the name...
That's what we've all been waiting for.
Because he's like overtly a posh man and that. And that's kind of his gimmick. So he's called Lord Justice.
Ah, I like
So
it.
he's like, I am Lord Justice.
I like it.
On guard and gets
On guard, you knave.
yeah. So, yeah.
I really like the idea of like a Victorian area.
Area. I'm an area superhero.
I like the idea of a Victorian area, but also a Victorian era superhero. Right? Do you remember that Batman game they were going to make? It was like, I think it was like Gotham by Gaslight or something.
Yeah.
It was like Victorian.
I know there's
Batman.
a film. I think there's a film.
That may be what I'm thinking of. I'm sure they were going to do a game that got cancelled, and it's like Batman but in Victorian times.
Yeah. I haven't watched that. I really want to. But
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing, you don't get superheroes like with those days. And because a lot of them nowadays are like technology based. So
Yeah.
back then to see them using their wit and their
Yes, and
skills.
repartee.
Yeah.
And their rapiers.
Yeah. And like it would be easier to sort of conceal it because everyone kind of dresses the same. Like
Yeah.
you don't stand out.
Mm.
I was thinking maybe like he has a bowler hat and then he does something and it transforms to a top hat. But I can't figure the logistics of that out.
or the point. Hey, you were that guy who was wearing a bowler hat just a second ago. I was wearing a top hat there. You look exactly like the guy we're looking for. But the hat's not right. We'll let him go.
Maybe there's like a monocle and I could do
Oh, we
something
could have
like
like, maybe it could be... See, I'm starting to think now of like, if you had a monocle but it was like technology and it had like, you know, like the Google Glass.
Yeah.
Something like that, but it's a monocle.
Yeah.
But that is sort of going into the realms of fantasy. I think...
Because I did have an idea, I thought, well, maybe we could have some adventures with him in his time and then he gets frozen or he somehow ends up in the modern day, but he keeps his Victorian ways.
There was sorry to interrupt you. There was an animated show in the 90s called Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Yeah.
It was Sherlock Holmes, but in the future, when they've got like laser guns and,
Yeah.
and stuff.
I think I might have seen that. I vaguely remember it.
It's a silly idea, but I do like.
Because I thought that would be quite good. Sorry to interrupt.
I interrupted you.
That could be quite good having like modern day heroes fighting alongside him, and then like he shows that you don't need technology and superpowers to be a hero.
I shall call a taxi. Taxi! You're standing there for ages. Taxi! Not how it works today, I'm afraid. Taxi! Yeah. Now I do like an idea of a Victorian era superhero. What would this be? You say this is a character. What media would he primarily be in? Would this be a TV show, a film, a comic book?
A TV show probably, and a comic book would be cool. Film, maybe. Maybe maybe the film could act as a pilot for the TV show.
Yeah, a TV movie.
TV movie.
Who would, if this is a TV show, who's going to play the this gentleman crime fighter?
Well, in Stargirl, there's a character called The Shade, and he wears like a bowler hat, and he's like very sort of oh hello.
Yeah,
and he's like very British. I think it kind of stands out because he's a British person in an American show, but he's sort of got the gentlemanly qualities. I believe he was played by Jonathan Kent.
Ooh, sounds delicious. Jonathan Kent. I don't know why I'm doing like a drunken gentleman there. Who would his superheroes' villains be? Because I was thinking he could do battle with the Jack the Ripper.
Oh yes, he could do. There'd be a mix of like other sort of high class people, and then like maybe some vagabonds.
Oh, those damn vagabonds! Would he have a Batman?
And a Superman?
Well, like an assistant.
Oh, yeah. I suppose he should. I don't know whether he'd be like alongside him in the field, or if he'd just be like Alfred the butler. Yeah,
I'm thinking
he probably would have like a butler or a nanny. Oh, that'd be cool.
A nanny, yeah.
I say nanny.
A nanny. No, I do like this. I have the perfect casting choice for the nanny.
Oh,
I think you know who it is.
I think I do. Should we say it after 3?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Miriam
Margulies! Oh, that is brilliant. I feel like we should have summoned her then.
I was just having a foot bath. What's going on?
Imagine that we say it together, it just appears on my bed. Oh.
Great, now how do we get rid of you? Call me a bloody taxi.
Taxi!
Taxi! Taxi! Taxi!
Oh,
Taxi!
Oh, I'd love to see her as the assistant to a superior.
Should be great.
Any ideas you've got for the casting of the Lord Justice? If it anyone else?
I can't really think. I was thinking like immediately the first thing that came to my head was like Hugh Laurie, Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
I think they'd probably be too comedic though.
Yeah.
Can't imagine Hugh Laurie fighting crime. That's not a good impression of Hugh Laurie, but it's an idea of how he might sound if he was.
I can imagine Hugh Laurie would be better at it than Stephen. I can't imagine Stephen Fry.
No, well, not now.
It'd be good as like if it was a real comedy. Like,
yeah, if it was.
I think if it was serious, Hugh Laurie would probably be more believable.
I think also.
Oh, I say, Danny, let's go and fight some crime. That's not him, that's Boris Johnson.
Dude. Yeah, Boris, he's not got anything going on. He needs to work. But I think Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie, they're quite old now.
Yeah.
I'm imagining them as like Jeeves and Wooster.
Well, that's the trouble. We're thinking of people we grew up watching and that, and they're all old now.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know any modern actors. I don't watch television anymore. What about Benedict Cumberbatch type? I don't think him, because he's too well known for like Sherlock and things like that, and I wouldn't want him to be typecast in like a gentleman.
Oh, what about like Jack Whitehall? Maybe because he's a bit posh, but he could be like
actually, yeah.
Maybe he's like the son of a lord.
Again, though, I think he's too comedic. He could be like a good like comedy fodder in that kind of environment.
Animal fodder.
Yeah. But I would definitely have him in it.
Yeah, maybe he could be a bad guy.
I'm thinking he could be like.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but if there was a young lady, a young
he
debutante.
Could play her.
No.
I'm a lady.
No, if there was a young lady and she had a thing for Mr. Cake over here, but Jack Whitehall, he was like, what's the word? Arranged to. They're trying to get him to to marry into her family and yeah. Then you got a love interest and you got a love triangle thing going and
I like it.
Oh, thank you.
We're padding out the cast a bit now.
Yeah.
We still need some more villains. We need to name a villain before we can move on.
Well, we did say Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, but I mean the original.
Original ones. What kind of things do villains do? Because this is, if you wanted to be a bit more realistic, what would a villain in the Victorian era do? Would they be like slave traders and things like that? In which case,
suffragette. I don't mean they're the enemies. I mean like people trying to stop the suffragettes.
Maybe the love interest who I mentioned could be a suffragette. Could played by Florence Pugh.
Oh,
she's probably too big at that.
I thought you were going to say Florence Nightingale.
she's long dead, I think. John Malkovich would be a good villain, actually, if he was up for it.
Yeah.
Little TV role.
Maybe like one of them's like religious, that to do with the church, and they tried to push views on them.
And they're a kiddie fiddler.
Oh, gosh. They've gone too far.
Oh, come on. It's the Catholic Church we're talking about here.
Maybe like business people who are doing dodgy stuff.
Yeah, I think there'd be, maybe like some smuggling going on.
Yeah, and like your regular murderers and thieves and
smugglers. So I like it. We've got a little cast here.
Yeah.
For the TV show.
Because you broke my leg.
Yes, and I broke your heart.
I'm just happy we got Miriam Margulies mentioned.
Of course, a big shout out to Harvey.
Yep, shout out to Harvey.
He could be in it.
Yeah.
Who could he be? He could be a butler.
Yeah.
I can imagine him with the white gloves and the tails and everything. Harvey, if you're listening.
Buttling along. So yeah, that's Lord Justice.
Lord Justice, forgot his name for a second there.
We haven't actually given him a proper name, an alias.
Ooh, it'd have to be someone like Featherbottom or
Well, there's one in Enola Holmes. His surname was Wickerbasket.
Have you seen Wickerbasket? They're a great band, yeah. Just seeing a name on your bookshelf here, Armitage.
Armitage.
I don't know, I have
That's why I got that urinal on my wall.
Yes.
Armitage Shank. Simon Armitage. I do like the Featherbottom sort of name.
Featherbottom.
Let's have a look, because I've got a list of names for characters if I ever need ones.
I saw, you get a lot of like odd names in credits, I noticed. Like, there was someone who, their last name was Drinkwater. I saw.
I shall.
John, drink water.
Yeah, I've got Thoroughfare. I thought that'd be good.
Yeah.
Surname Forthright.
Ah.
Charles Clothwick. Gordon Legfeather.
We've got a bit of a feathery leg.
Eccleston Brown.
Sounds delicious.
Oh,
Eccleston Brown. Gordon Legfeather.
Simon Atkinson Dowell. No, I came up with. I just like the.
I like the name Dowell.
I like the rhythm.
Yeah.
Atkinson Dowell.
Simon Atkinson. That's such a good name, Simon Atkinson. It's on its own.
I think we'll go with Gordon Legfeather.
Legfeather.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to interrupt you, but one of my favourite names we've seen on credits, because we often do this, don't we? In watching a film, we stay and look at the names on the credits. And there's two that always spring to mind. One is Anita Dash, of course. She's a great name. So you better get going then. And another one is Byron Bashforth.
God, that is a real name, isn't it?
Apparently so. Third name Byron.
Character.
Bashforth. Yeah. I'm going to Bashforth.
Went to the cinema last and I messaged you with some names.
Oh, yes, you did, yeah.
There's Cat Delay. He's always running late. Carlo Prato. The Italian idiot. Chase Paris, which I thought.
That was, yeah.
But the best one, of course, was Troy Coffey. Which is what you do if you don't like tea.
Yeah. Troy Coffey. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, so that's Lord Justice.
I think we've padded that out a bit. Cause...
Yeah, that's our main concern on this show, is making the podcast long enough.
The thing is, mine, I've got nothing.
Well, let's hear it then.
Well, okay.
Let's hear it from Mike's big idea.
As a character, he hasn't got a name, like a proper name, a given name. I just call him Practical Joke Man. And his gimmick is he takes jokes too far and does dangerous pranks and things. Well, thank you for listening.
No, I like that, because I can imagine, like, maybe like, I'm going to trip this person up. And then he trips them up and like they fall into the road and get run over. Like they get whoops. Or like I'll push them, but like I'll push them down the stairs and like he doesn't realise how like the consequences of his, and he takes it just that bit too far. And
well, one I had, you know, if you leave a bucket of water against on a door frame and someone opens it, I was thinking, what if your safe was just full of concrete? What did you do that for? Well, I thought powder. Well, I thought water, but I thought powder's, you know, water's been done too much. How about powder? And I thought, well, I'll just combine the two.
A whoopee cushion, but a bit super glue on it. One of those, like, you know, the electric buzzers you do on your hand. It's like gives them an electric shock.
Yeah, straps it to him, so he's always getting shocked.
50 volts of electric just gone through your hand.
Shakes his hand, then like just pulls from behind him a naked wire and shocks him. Look at you! I got you there.
Like, instead of putting a banana skin on the floor, he replaces someone's carpet with just hundreds of banana skins.
But that is,
Practical Joke Boy.
yeah.
I like it. If there was like a film, what would be like? Would he get his
What would be the
comeuppance?
story?
Well, like it needs to have something where he gets his comeuppance, or they need him to pull a joke to like stop a crime or something.
I know, I don't think that it'd just be a recurring sketch where he just drops
but,
an anvil on someone.
You know, we've only been talking about it for 5 minutes. Let's just
but
like
there's nothing
imagine.
else. That's why I don't like doing the character thing.
Well, let's just hypothetically.
If there was a movie about Practical Joke Man,
what would be the big story?
He does a practical joke that lands him in prison.
Ooh.
And now he's in prison doing practical jokes on people.
I was going to say maybe like he does a practical joke, it goes too far, and there's serious consequences, and then he swears to never do practical jokes again. But then they need him to do a joke to like stop a villain, and he has to sort of come out of retirement.
I'd go with that only if he doesn't stop the villain and the villain succeeds. Not doing any more practical jokes.
Or he double crosses him, and the practical joke is that he's helping the villain succeed.
Oh.
I like him trying to do jokes in prison.
A banana skin at the top of the stairs says, whoa, bouncing on the steps as he goes down.
Makes someone a shiv, but it's made out of jelly. They go to stab him, and it just bounces off. They get someone to come and like pretend it's a visitor for someone, and it turns out it's not for them.
I was thinking,
he hires someone to come in.
What if he does drop the soap bit and so on? Instead of, what they would normally do, he just shoves like some dynamite up his arse and blows him up. That was a bit too much.
Yes.
No wonder you're in prison.
Maybe it was like parole hearing. Does something.
So I was thinking his idea of a practical joke would be like kidnapping someone, like holding them for ransom, like cutting an ear off and sending it to their parents, and then the thing just turns out to be an April Fool's gag. Yeah, that's his idea of a joke.
Do they still do in prisons where they have to like pickaxe rocks to break up the rocks?
Yeah.
You could do something with that, putting like explosives in it. When they hit it, it explodes.
He puts like a landmine down. Oh.
Yeah, see, you could have a lot of fun.
Have a lot of fun with practical jokes.
What you should have done is set up a practical joke for while we were recording.
I could push the microphone into your face.
I meant more like whoopee gushing.
It wouldn't have worked because you're already sitting down.
Imagine if, like, at the end you said, guess what, Ben? The microphone wasn't plugged in. I have to record the whole thing again.
Oh, I would just leave, I wouldn't. But that is Practical Joke Man.
Who would play him then? Justin Fletcher.
Justin Fletcher, why not? No, who would play him? What's the fellow who played Dougal in Father Ted? What's his name?
Ardal O'Hanlon?
Yes. It was Ardal O'Hanlon, not Ardal O'Hanlon.
Let's try to do his accent.
Ardal O'Hanlon.
Yeah.
Could play him.
He's quite old now, though, isn't he?
If he was younger, he could. I don't know young people. I started watching television in like 2004.
It would be funny if it was like a granddad, because he's retired, so he can just go around doing stuff. Bob Mortimer would be good.
Yeah.
You can imagine him actually doing.
Because this would be, like his idea of a practical joke would be like running someone in a car, running them over.
So that's our character. That turned out to be two quite good characters, actually.
Well, yours is really good.
Oh, thank you.
Mine was just filler. More filler in this podcast than there is in Katie Price's lips.
My name is Phil.
I'll filler.
To is human.
To Phil is... I don't know.
Anyway.
Yes. Ben's getting the hat. Who's getting the hat? Who's wearing the hat? It's a hat.
So those are our ideas, and now it's time to pick our ideas for next week. So I shall shake the hat. Shake, 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 shake.
Shake it up, shake the hat, shake the hat.
That's the original title.
It is film.
Oh, film.
I do like this film.
Yes, so we've got to come up with a film for next episode.
Yeah.
A film called Practical Joke Man.
The movie. Practical Joke Man meets Lord Justice.
That would work. Like Victorian practical jokes. I say I spiked a sherry, what?
Well,
on that note, if you want to hear more from us, follow our Instagram, Ben and Mike Idea,
that's it, yeah.
or our website, benandmike.co.uk.
Right. And of course,
What else are we doing?
what we're currently working on, our very own Ben and Mike Had an Idea video game.
Yes.
Yes, you have to select like words from a random generator and give that to the character, and they make an idea out of it.
Sounds thrilling.
It does. It does.
So, until then, thanks for listening. And before we go, sorry, I just remembered we should have...
Can you fade the music in and out?
I just remembered we should have been saying this earlier on, but please, if you're on Spotify... If you're on Spotify, please rate the show. 5 stars, preferably.
Yeah.
But, be honest. Because then that'll help us hopefully get up in the rankings in Spotify and people will find the podcast. And
yeah.
That's a good thing.
So be sure, if you want more people to listen to this, be sure to recommend it and give it 5 stars.
Yes, 5 stars.
Stars.
That's the pirate.
The pirate astronomer. Look at all them stars.
Thanks for listening.
Bye. Again.
The Had an Idea podcast was created by Ben Coleman and Michael Mason. The title music was Panama Hat by Audio Nautics. Thanks for listening.